Hello, Mr. Gazza here, sheet 55. Okay, write the degrees and minutes for each location. This is where it starts to really get tricky for a lot of kids. So, here we go. One thing I want to make sure you have used, hopefully this example here of point Q. Look at that closely to help you. This should be review from in class. But if not, I'm going to explain this further. So, here we go. If this is 76 degrees west longitude and this is 77, it's going up that way. This here is broken down into the subdivisions here is 60 what we call minutes, and they're written with one thing, with one little line like that. 60 minutes is what is broken up here. So halfway right here would be 76 degrees and 30 minutes west. And then we kind of estimate every 5. So maybe that would be 15 minutes, maybe that would be 45. And we want to estimate about every 5 minutes. So, and let's just go up here, 43 degrees north. Okay, 43 degrees north, 44 degrees north. And then between here, there is 60 minutes. So this would be 43 degrees and 30 minutes north. This might be 40, maybe that's 43 degrees and 50 minutes north, 50. Maybe this is 43 degrees and 10 minutes north, 43 degrees and 20 minutes north. Okay, so that is important. Here we go. Let me keep going with this here. So let's do point E. Having a straight edge is going to help. I will maybe write these in pen. So point E, what's the latitude of point E? Point E, you have to know latitude goes this way. Maybe draw a straight line across as best you can and trying to keep it straight. It's a little tricky for me. I can't really have my head there right over, so it goes like that. So I'm going to say it's going to be 42 degrees. That's 30 minutes. That's 60 minutes. So maybe 42 degrees and 50 minutes. 42 degrees and 50 minutes. Must have the north on there, you must. Or you could say maybe 55 minutes would also work. But you must have the north, and I'm going to say 43 degrees and no minutes will not work. It's clearly not on 43 degrees. Longitude for E is like pretty much right here. Okay, and you can go down or up, and this is 78 degrees, that's right there, so that's like dead on, 78 degrees and 30 minutes. And that would be west. So it would look like this. 78 degrees, 30 minutes west. You must have a compass direction, the proper compass direction for it to be correct. That is key. That is key. F. Point F goes like this. Latitude of point F is like something like this maybe. Okay, so that looks to be right on that line, close enough. Nearest 5 is good. So 44 degrees and 30 minutes north, I think, is clearly the best answer. 44 degrees and 30 minutes north. To the nearest 5, don't write 31 or 29. Don't do that. Not necessary. It's not how we're doing it here. And then this is something like I'm trying to line this up so I have the same space here as it is here. It really helps. Here's another announcement. So here we have 75 degrees, and this is, we're going up as we're going this way. That's key. Okay, 75 degrees. This is 75 degrees in 30 minutes. This is about halfway. I'm saying it's about halfway. So that's going to be 75 degrees and 15 minutes west. And maybe if you drew it a little wrong, maybe you wrote 10 minutes west, and that would okay. Maybe 20 minutes. So there's a plus or minus 5 on this one. Plus or minus 5. Must have west. Key. Point G, my favorite point. Here we go. Let's do the, you know what? What I'm going to do is do this now. This is a little aside just to make sure people who are doing this properly. So what you're going to do is this. Notice your last name right here. You're going to pick your last name. That number, you're going to write underneath your name on this sheet. So for instance, okay, my last name, Gazda, starts with a G. I'm going to write 32 like this. I'm going to write 32 under my name, nice and big, and circle it. Okay, see how that works? So look at that again. Pause it if you need to. Get your number. Another example, if, let's say, my name is Pete Metzger, let's say, right? That's M. Therefore, I'm going to write the number 20 underneath your name. Do that, and this is a key part to this, so I know who's doing this and who's just writing checks. This is important, as some people are not following the directions here, not really accepting my help. So do that. Sorry if that was a bit of an aside, but it needs to be done. So here we go. Let's keep going here. I'm going to use Pete Metzger's thing here, and we are on point G, my favorite point. Latitude of point G is right about, I'm going to draw it in right about here, and I like to go to this side always. It's pretty good to use. So if this is 42 degrees, that's 42 degrees and 30 minutes. That's 42 degrees and 60 minutes. So I'm going to estimate that to be about 40 minutes. Therefore, 42 degrees and 40 minutes north, and I'll say plus or minus 5 minutes there, so 35, maybe 45. But you must have the north, That is key. And then for point G, what we have here is this. Point G, your longitude. Now, I'm lining up so this is nice and straight. So this gap here and this gap here should be the same. I'm going to go down to there. And that's going to be 76 degrees. That's 76 degrees in 0 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. That's maybe 76 degrees, 40 minutes, 76 degrees, 45 minutes. So 76 degrees, I'll say 40 minutes west, and I'll say plus or minus 5 on that one as well, okay, because there is definitely a range there that will be acceptable, but must have west on it, vital. Point H is going to be here, so let me see, point H, I'll do it like, I'm going to actually draw it like this because it's easier for me to do it this way. Draw it like this, and I'm going to call that 44 degrees. Again, that's 30 minutes, that's 60 minutes. Maybe I'll call that 40. It's about halfway between the 30 and the 60, so that's 45. Some people, if you want to write things like this, you want to go, okay, this is what I do often. That's 30 minutes, and I break it down. Maybe that's 15, write 15, and maybe like that's 20, and that's 10. Estimate it like that. You can write it in there. That's fine if that helps you. So, but what I am doing here for what the latitude of H is 44 degrees 45 minutes north, and maybe plus or minus 5 minutes is fine, must have north. And the longitude is kind of like, you can go right up to here actually. It just kind of goes right up to here. That's the best way to do it. 74 degrees 30 minutes. It does. People want to count this way, but it's not that. It's not 75 and 30. It's 74 degrees and 30 minutes. 74 degrees 30 minutes, that is west. And I don't even know plus or minus 5. It seems to be dead on. So let's do 6. I'm going to place a point at 42 degrees 10 minutes north, so I'm going to really get that on there. 42:10, so I'm going to estimate that to be about, I like to do it this way so I'm going to draw it in right there. And maybe I'm off a little bit right there. Do that. And then I'm going to do longitude of 75:20. Where's 75:20? That's 75:20 is right about, maybe right about there. Okay? So where they intersect, I'm going to draw a point right there. You want to be accurate, and I'm going to label it Z right there. Alright? And then the last one, I am drawing a latitude of 43:45. So this is how you should do it. 43:45. Yeah, I'm going to do this right here. I'm going to do this right here. Okay. 43:45 is right like here. 43:45 is like right there. About degrees north, and then 74:15 is like 74:15. Again, that's 74. That's 74:30. About halfway there. Maybe halfway here. It's going to go like this maybe, and then I'll label that K. I go like that. I label that point K very clearly. So I hope that helps. This is very tricky, so go through this again if you need to. Alright? I'm Mr. Gazda for all the folks at Gazdoni Productions. Thanks for watching.